tablespoonsound.com.
Okay, now that we finished the unpacking video, we can get on to actually using some of these things. I bought these 2 packages of fresh garlic because I used all the garlic I had for my planting for next year. So I'm working here with my son. I am taking the heads of garlic out and I'm peeling the papers off of them. And he is cutting the individual cloves and peeling them and putting them in the food processor over there. And what we're going to do is we are going to process both of these bags of garlic, and we're going to grind them up with the food processor. And then I have a small 1 tablespoon measure scoop that I used to use for cookie batter when I had my dessert shop. And we're going to scoop the garlic out of there in 1 tablespoon scoops and put them on a cookie sheet and flash freeze them, and then put them inside bags so that I will have processed garlic ready to go at any time for the next year. So we're getting there. Had to dump the bowl once, little by little. Well, we're getting to the end. I finished the last bag of heads of garlic. There's our debris. We've emptied this bowl like 3 or 4 times. These we have set aside because they're just such huge, big, fat cloves that I might want to plant these. And this is what Bill's working on right now. He's cutting the ends off and peeling back their little skins. And we have the food processor half full. Good morning. Okay, we got all of our garlic processed last night, and this morning I whirred it all up in the food processor. I want to show you about the consistency that it is. And what we're doing now is, this is a kind of a large tablespoon. They say it's a tablespoon, but it looks like more than a tablespoon to me. And you want to take these over to, you can use parchment paper, you can just use the cookie sheet if you want, but it makes it a little easier to remove after it's frozen. So we're going to fill this up with pucks of garlic, and it's much more efficient. Instead of having to get your fingers and your equipment all garlicky every time you want to use garlic, we will have this tray filled with garlic pucks, and I will put them in the freezer. When they are frozen, I will take them off of this foil and put them inside double Ziploc bags. That part's important. If you only put it in a single freezer Ziploc bag, everything in your freezer will end up smelling like garlic. But if you double bag it, it'll be fine. So I will end up with enough pucks here after processing 3.5 or 4 pounds of garlic, hopefully for the whole year until my garlic comes to fruition. Now, I just ran across some beautiful, huge cloves when I was cleaning the garlic yesterday. So I saved some of these to plant even more. I don't know. I'm a person that, probably could never have too much garlic. And once it's frozen, it'll last for a very long time anyway. So I reserved these to plant. And when I get this tray all filled up, I'll be back. Toodles. Well, I got really lucky. All the garlic that I processed ended up fitting exactly into 1 tray. And we're empty. We're done. Yay. Okay, so I'll get these in the freezer and I'll come back for the bagging. Have a good one. Okay, so here are the garlic pucks all frozen and the bags, and I'm just about to put them in the freezer. Okay, follow up on the garlic and closure. The pucks that I set up did not last me a year, not even close to a year. I made it a little over 6 months, so I know I need to at least double that to have a year's worth of garlic. And the garlic cloves that we planted, We were trying an experiment at our new house to test the soil quality. We were told that they brought in, because we live at the beach and it's sandy soil, so I wasn't expecting anything originally. But the owners of the property that I'm buying it from said that they had brought in tons and tons, dump truck loads, multiple dump truck loads of rich river bottom soil that they dredged up and had brought in and spread all over the whole backyard, because she wanted to garden when they thought this was going to be their forever home. And I'm very sorry for her. She had some health issues and they had to get closer to United States doctors. So this could not be their forever home, and I'm very blessed in that it's becoming mine, I hope. I'm buying it at this time from them. But they had lots of this rich river soil brought in. But I wanted to test it. We had a little bit of trouble with gophers. There was a test that I had, that I did, you can see in another video, a short, on testing bags of beans that you buy at the grocery store and whether you could use that for seed. And we noticed gopher activity with those plants. They sprouted well, so I figured the ground was at least decent, but we were having troubles with gophers in one location of the yard. We had no idea how many gophers there were. You could probably see where this is going. Anyway, so we planted all those cloves of garlic, and they did sprout very well, and they came up. They weren't exactly voluptuous plants because we really didn't put any additives in the soil or anything. Again, we were just doing kind of an experiment. And for months, the gophers did not discover them. We planted them in October of 24, and October went by, November went by, December, January, they were still growing, and the gophers were nowhere to be seen, okay? So we thought, well, gee, maybe gophers don't like garlic. You know, I don't know. I've never had gophers before, so I wasn't familiar. In the meantime, I was doing all kinds of research online and trying to figure out whether, you know, how to get rid of gophers and this sort of thing. And boy, did we try a lot of stuff, but that's another video. So March came by, and my son said he started noticing that some of the plants didn't look so healthy anymore. And April came by, and there were fewer plants. We did not see any gopher activity around the plants, no, you know, molehills or gopher hills or anything like that near them, but they just weren't looking good, and some of them had died. And by May, half of them are dead. I'm going to show you a photograph of what they looked like before the gophers got to them, and that's here now. So again, like I said, they aren't, you know, really wonderful plants, but they're all healthy enough, and they were growing, you know. And this next photograph is what they looked like in May after the gophers had wreaked havoc for a while. Here. Okay, so as you can see from the photographs, our garlic experiment did not go very well. We did not get a single garlic plant out of it. The gophers were well fed and they won't have any blood pressure problems. Anyway, so now we know it was about 6 months, so we are doubling it for having a year's supply of the garlic pucks. My husband that I was married to for 43 years was Italian, so I do a lot of Italian cooking, and they use a lot of garlic. So I probably use more than the average lady does. Any rate, it's wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And I really appreciate you choosing to spend part of your day with me. It makes mine. And if you would please give it a thumbs up, I'd really love that. That'd make my day as well. And if you would like to see more content like this, you can click the subscribe button and make sure you click that little bell so that you're notified when I upload new videos. I will be uploading videos on Saturdays and a short at least on Wednesdays. I may upload more than that. If it's a good week and I'm feeling good and I get more done, awesome. But I will commit to at least that, a full video every Saturday and at least a short every Wednesday. It could be more, but it won't be less. And, you know, I've said this before, but I'm Irish by blood and I'm American by birth, but I've lived in Mexico for almost 20 years. So I am definitely a World Wide Web kind of girl. So please let me know where you're watching it from. It would just tickle me to death to see different places around. That would just be awesome. If you're in the United States, you can let me know what state you're in or what city or whatever. If you're in another country, that would be incredible. I would really love to see that. I'm very excited to see where this goes. So you guys have a wonderful day. I hope that you're very blessed. I am. And please do come back and see us soon. Bye-bye.